Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. So that one will be accepted.
Ready? White 25. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Watch the ship. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. He's got it.
This is Geis. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Geis. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Easy, easy, easy. Pop. Hey, Mike 51.
On third down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Cut. 180. 50. Check back 50. Get the ball. Kill.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
11.
Goff. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
He goes tonight. 180. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Geis with the carry on second down. And always going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Echo. Hey, let's go.
On second and 9, Winston uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On first and 10, Goff. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Elliott running right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Now Goff. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Hey, 61, matchbox lights.
Watch your slant, watch your slant. Watch your slant.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
50's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Goff on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Check, 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 check.
2 for 1, 2 for 1. Topper, Topper.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Meanwhile, up in Buffalo, it's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On first down, Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's another Dolphins first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Like 20. Hold on. Check.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check.
Hey, 5.
Shoot.
Now Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Kill.
80 weapons. 17.
Under 10.
Ric Flair.
Check. Lucky.
This is Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Slam.
Here's Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, You and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ziggy Ansah in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Johnny. Mike 51. Mike. Over. Here we go, D. Easy. Hey, it's just me and you.
Winston. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Easy. Let's bring it. Right there. 50. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, that QB's trash.
3rd and long for Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Switch.
Draw play, Elliott. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Check.
10th carry now for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Here we go. Like 20.
Watch the screen. Pass.
We're good.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Hey, exit.
They're running it.
That's it.
Goff on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
180.
Check nickel.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Merlin.
Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Hey. 50.
From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Miami. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Check the backer.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this game is, of course, part of the NFL 100 series, and the historical significance here goes back to that 1981 AFC divisional round game, dubbed the Epic in Miami. Others called it the game that no one should have lost. Boy, you had so many great plays in there. The hook and ladder, the end of the 2nd quarter by the Dolphins. Remember Kellen Winslow, future Hall of Famer, getting carried off exhausted in that contest. Over 1,000 total yards between the two teams, and led by Dan Fouts, the Chargers pulled off the 3-point win in overtime. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check. Watch 54. Don't say nothing. Check 37. Wait. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Blue lady. I got it. Pass it. Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Go. 81. Easy. Hey, let's go. Call the practice. We on. Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. The Raiders are out to an early lead, and we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Super.
Watch the twist. Watch the safety creep. Jim.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Double time. We got four. Joker.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Shell.
Hey, check Mike 50.
Shell.
Night, sweetheart.
Goff now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, watch it.
Super one. Sponge. Hardball.
Goff now looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? And watch that
Obama. Obama.
Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the
Got
slant.
it.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Double. Watch twist.
Hey, stop.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first and 10, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Out.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check safety. Whip.
On the carry, it's Logan. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Dolphins take
Let's go.
over first and
Let's
10
go.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's 2nd and 8
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check. Hold on. Check. Hey, time.
Goff now looks to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Derek Barnett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Back to throw, Goff. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
6'6", pull it high. 25, check 25, check shell.
Watch the shit. Hey, alert 3.
X3, 218, chopper.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
DC, Super 66.
50. Come on, D.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Marr is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Hey, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. And the Chargers first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go.
Green, triple team.
58, right over there, right over there. 58, right there.
Right here, right here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Come on. Sunday.
Get it on. Fast. Against the mic. On the army.
5-0.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball. Switch go. To the right.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Green, triple team. You think you won't get this? 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Yeah. Mike, switch up, switch up. Check your hot read.
White.
Check 26, check 26.
Let's go.
Here's Geis. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
White. Hey, stop. Let's go. White. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Geis, they'll try to run it. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Green, triple team.
Check four. Rush in.
On the ground, Geis. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Flare. Watch the edge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Shit. 76, tell him. 76. 76. Hey, Alpha. 55.
Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 39-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Clayton Gathers makes the stop. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Ready? Blue ready?
They're not ready for this, man. They're not. Flip.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Ready? Black, what is that?
51. I'm coming after you. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Run back.
Watch the twins.
Flip.
First down, Winston. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a run with Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Play action now, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boom. That's how
And sure, you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Winston on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season.
180.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they... 6 guys. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
You draw courses. Hey, 5. 5.
Goff. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on. 20. Showing up.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Coming this way. Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers 19.
Here we go. Tighten up. Check.
Again, it's Elliott. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On the toss play, this is Drake. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Undercrest. White. Green, triple team. Check 24.
To throw is Winston. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got room to run past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Dolphins, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.